Greetings, YouTube. It is I, David Mo, and yeah, I think PlayStation has finally won the console wars that have been going on forever. Yeah, the console wars have not stopped. They were still going on, and they were going strong. But then Microsoft, pulls that. I mean, okay, it wasn't the best reveal ever, because it's supposed to be a gaming system, right? So why are you giving a demonstration about something that a smart TV can do? That's not exactly a good selling point for your new game system. Oh wait, it's not a game system. It's basically a smart box. But we already have a smart box. We already have smart TV. We don't need another one. Something else. The Xbox One that's a stupid name. Really stupid. Do you mean the first generation Xbox, or? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have probably harped on that, but that is just a dumb name. I think Sony is just going to absolutely bury Microsoft with the new PS4. I mean, it's starting to look better and better. You know, I'm a little hesitant to buy the PlayStation 4 because it's not going to be backwards compatible, but hey, the entire PS library is going to be on there. Holy crap! The whole entire freaking library of PlayStation games. The entire library. Let me say that again. The entire library of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and you're going to have PlayStation 4 games. The entire library of PlayStation games. That's what they said. The entire library of PlayStation games. If that's true, if they are going to have the entire library of PlayStation games, it's over for Microsoft. It really is. And if PlayStation, if Sony just wants to outright murder Microsoft, they're going to make the system backwards compatible. Just think about that, people. The PlayStation 4 being able to play PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1 games. Completely backwards compatible with all the previous tech. Not only that, but if Sony figures out that we want some of these games that are like 13 years old, like Legend of the Dragoon, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, the games that we kind of grew up with and we love and went the door. Yeah, they have some bad English. Yeah, they have some silly translations, and they could be fixed. The graphics could be better, and there are tons and tons of fans that wish and hope and pray for these things to be remade in HD. And if Sony realizes that fact, and they give those games to us, they release these games in high definition, oh dear sweet merciful heaven, put Microsoft in a box, nail it shut with super glue it, bury it in concrete, it's dead, it's over, it's done. Microsoft is not going to be able to come back from this. That's if Sony figures this crap out. They're probably not going to be listening to this, but if they are, oh dear sweet merciful heaven, Microsoft is dead. The console wars have officially ended, and it is PlayStation all around. Now, I don't know about the Xbox One's gaming capabilities, because they haven't said anything about it. They haven't said anything about its gaming capabilities. Except for you have to pay a fee for games that you already own. What? Why would I pay a fee to let... no! You don't do this! Those of you... I'm a PlayStation fan, if it's not obvious. Yeah, I wasn't too big on Xbox, but you know what? To each their own. And, there are plenty... And I have absolutely nothing against the Xbox. It's just that the PlayStation controller is a little bit more comfortable for me to use. It's just what I like. It's what I knew. It's what I know. It's what I grew up with, kind of. But, yeah. If Sony does what I said, re-releases the games from our past, gives them a facelift, fixes all the translation errors, maybe give us a few extra dungeons and whatnot. If they re-release those games in high definition, you might as well pull out a casket, put Microsoft in it, super glue the lid shut with Gorilla Glue, pour concrete over it, and bury it at sea, 'cause it is dead. It is dead. People are abandoning the Microsoft ship as we speak. They're enraged at the thought that their system has to be online all the time. Stupid, stupid, stupid. No, 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 no. You don't do this to people. You don't do this to your fans. No. You don't always have it online. How many people keep their system on all the time? They turn it off. But it has to be always online. It always has to be in sleep mode. Sleep mode? No, I'm going to turn off my system because I don't want to be wasting that electricity to be putting it in sleep mode. The only time I put my system in sleep mode is if I'm pause the game that I'm currently playing, go, fix me a sandwich and some juice, come back and unpause it. That's sleep mode. I turn off the console once I'm done playing. This is what we do as gamers, and to always just have to put it in sleep mode? No! I'm gonna turn off the console. I'm not gonna leave it on all the time. My energy bill will go through the roof. That's insane. So, yeah, so PlayStation is looking really good at this point. And I'm seriously debating buying a PlayStation 4, whether it has backwards compatibility or not. And if, like I said, if Sony figures out that we, the gamers, and we, the fans of the old school PlayStation 1 era games and stuff, sorry about that, hazards of living with people, but yeah, if they release some of those games that I mentioned, like Legend of Dragoon, there are thousands of fans that want to see this remade in HD. Final Fantasy VII, I know there are thousands of fans that want to see that remade in HD. Final Fantasy IX, Legend of Mana, Chrono Trigger, that's already been done on the DS, but make it like a big, huge, full-scale PlayStation 4 game. Oh, yeah, like I said, pull out the pine box, put Microsoft in it, seal it, super glue it with Gorilla Glue, bury it in concrete, and throw it into the ocean. It's done. It's over. There's not any console war anymore. Nintendo, they can't compete. What is the Wii U? It's the Wii with a tablet. Ooh. Yeah, people are like, hey, that's kind of correct. It actually kind of is. Oh, it's just a Wii with a tablet. Really, that's what I see. That's what that's what it looks like to me. You have your Wii, and you have your little tablet that connects to the Wii. That's what it looks like to me. In all honesty, it's just like your big breakthrough is you still have the Wii, but it has a tablet that comes with it. That was your big breakthrough, really? But I digress. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say that the Xbox One sucks because, quite frankly, I'm not the biggest fan of Xbox to begin with. But so far, from what I've heard from other people who are Xbox fans, that it's just the most brain-dead move ever made. And that they're jumping ship. I think it might be a little too soon to be jumping ship here, people. Even though the asinine idea of always having to have your system on, and paying a fee for your game that you already own, was just completely stupid. Oh. But hey, at least EA doesn't have its online pass anymore, right? Oh, wait! Our system's always online! We're such evil geniuses! That's EA in a nutshell. You know, I bet someone in Microsoft went, this is how I see things playing out in Microsoft. We're going to make our system always online, and we're going to make people pay a fee for our games. And then some unlucky temp comes in and says, but sir, won't that alienate all our fans and cause them to maybe jump ship at that thought? What's your name, son? It's Jimmy, sir. Jimmy, you're fired. Hey, I have an idea. Let's make this Xbox incapable of carrying over the games that they've bought on the Xbox 360. What's your name, son? Johnson, sir. Johnson, you get a promotion! Because that is the most genius idea I've ever heard. And let's... Oh, and I have another idea. Let's put a fee for games that are used and lock them down to the system so that no one else can play them because we're scared of piracy. Johnson, you're going to raise it another promotion. What about me? You're fired. Basically. Yeah, poor Jimmy. Always getting fired. But anyway, yeah, so far the PlayStation 4 looks like it's going to be the better system. It really does. We haven't seen, what it looks like, and we kind of see what it can do. And from the specs, holy crap, just from the specs alone looks like it's going to be a better system. And it's game-centered. It's gamer-centric. They're basing it off of us. Holy crap! Sony is actually starting to listen to us. Wow. Who would have thunk? I mean, yeah, I'm a little disappointed it's not going to be backwards compatible, but they're listening to me. It's like, we want a gaming system. We want a gaming system. We want a gaming system. We're going to give you the ultimate gaming system. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Thank you, Sony! But, yeah. So, I think Sony might win the console wars that have been raging on for time immemorial. And they have just finally driven the final death nail into the coffin. Sealed it with Gorilla Glue, poured in cement, and have thrown it into the ocean. Because it's over. According to a lot of people. They're jumping ship. But, I think we should just wait and see what Microsoft does. See if they can pull their fat out of the fire. They probably won't, but they still have a chance. They're not quite into the fire as of yet. Because, yeah, it was just a reveal of the system, but of course. So Sony, if you want to just outright murder Microsoft, re-release some of those old games in high definition, because there are fans like myself and thousands and thousands of others who want to see those old games remodeled, freshened up, given a new paint job, and new graphics and whatnot from the PlayStation 1 era. And if you do that, I promise you that you will just outright murder Microsoft. No lie. I mean, back me up here, people. If you saw one of your favorite games from the PlayStation 1 era remade in high definition, would you pay $60 for that? Yes. I know you would. Because you're like me. You would see the game and say, I love that game. I know that game. That game is from my era, from the PlayStation 1 era, and I loved it, and now it's in high definition. You know what? I'm going to pay $70 for that. Give me that game. That's $70. I don't care. Give me the game. We totally would do that. And if it was like a collector's edition, I would shell out $150 for that collector's edition for The Legend of the Dragoon. I get a 1/5 scale model of Dart in his dragoon form holding a sword. Hell yeah, I'd shell out that money. Think about that, Sony. I am willing to pay $150 for a little plastic model of Dart, or maybe a porcelain figurine of Dart in his dragoon form with the sword. $150 for that little figurine, a little pamphlet, and a game. And I'm not the only one who would be willing to do that. Think about that. Just that is the truth. But anyway, I'm done for the day. I gotta go to dinner. Good night, everyone.